Hello humans, Master DinnerFlax here, and today I've got a deck that involves viruses and graveyards, but isn't a zombie deck. What? Alright, so it's a Gravekeeper deck, and yeah, I wanted to make Gravekeepers. I think they have a really fun play style in the fact that they have a play style that's really slow, but they have Necro Valley. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to get into this. For a few things I want to discuss is I don't like card demise, not just as a card, but actually in here personally, because I felt that too many of the cards in your deck are based on having multiple monsters and getting good setup. Like, duality makes sense, but card demise, a lot of your cards float. A lot of you need a lot of monsters to make big pushes. So it didn't really make sense to even have Card of Demise in here. And even when I tried it, it was probably the worst card in this deck. It drew three. It was clutch once, but that should say something when you activate it 6 times. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. We got 3 spy, probably the best one to set, or at least second best one. She is naturally a full force virus target. When she's attacked, you flip effect, grab a Gravekeepers with 1500 or less attack from your deck, which is herself, Recruiter, Nobleman, and these guys. Then we got 3 Recruiter, the best one in the deck, easily, just because it's a constantly recurring Goblin zombie. Hence the name Recruiter. Yeah, it's as simple as that. He grabs your commandant, he grabs your other garbage, and he grabs your chief, which is really important. And what's really neat with him, I'll go ahead and show you later. Got 2 commandant, just search your Necro Valley, and I'm going to get into why I'm not playing so many Necro Valley cards in a moment. We got 2 chief. You can only control one of them at a time. When he's tribute summoned, you can target a Gravekeeper monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and your graveyard is unaffected by Necro Valley, which doesn't come up nearly at all ever, but that's why you can even revive anything. But it's really nice to have a 24 body that recurs another thing. And then we got 2 noblemen. They just act as 2 more spies because I think spy is the best first, like, the best thing you want them to run over is actually spy. Them running over this is pretty mediocre, and you want to like not let that happen as much as possible. Um, you want to use this on your terms, not theirs. Well, spy can do either or. We got 1 descendant. It's kind of bricky. It's the garnet of the deck, and really nice pop stuff. Grab cards. 2K on board. Priestess, which is an almost nothing card on its own. However, Necro Valley up, it's a full force target. And also when it's up, it gives them a little more boost than they already had, which can help out quite a bit. It's pretty much a recruiter target when you don't want to search recruiter. It does the same things that recruiter does, except if you don't want a recruiter, if that makes sense at all. And then we got 1 Gravekeeper's Assailant. Probably because it's summonable and searchable by both of these is why it's in here. It's pretty meh, but it's fine. 3 Spellbook of Knowledge. This is what's really cool. Normal summon Recruiter, Knowledge, draw 2 cards, search Commandant, get an Acro Valley. Neat. And then 2 Secrets because it's that, and 2 Necro Valley. Okay, so you're probably going to wonder why I'm only playing a handful of ways to get Necro Valley. It's because you only need one, ever, the entire game. Unlike many of the other terraforming decks, this is a stun deck. You're not trying to do a first turn super board. So as soon as you draw another Necro Valley, it's worthless. Unless they've already destroyed one of them. And I think that's important to understand. The decks that play three terraforming and three field spell and then additional searches, they're trying to do a combo. Because if they were playing a deck slow like this, they wouldn't be running those ratios, and that's why I'm not running those ratios. This deck has a slow play style, but the reason it works is because of, well, Necro Valley. So I'm going to go into two Cosmic Cyclones because, meh. And then three Blazing Mirror Force. I felt it was the best Mirror Force in this deck because it burns. And we got three Full Force Virus. Probably the best card in here. Turns on your Mind Crushes. It's if you have Necro Valley up, you contribute a Recruiter and then get a Search and then Ravage the rest of the duel for them. And then Spy is a natural target. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is a target with Necro Valley too, and that one. And then we got three Rite of Spirit. This I felt was pretty good. This is a pretty good slot. At three, I know a lot of fuck, Gravekeepers players like playing one, maybe two of them at best. But I don't know why you would ever do that. This card's absolutely fantastic in here. It's like there's no downside to it. There's nothing that it can't not do. And if you don't control a Gravekeeper, then you're not really playing a Gravekeeper deck. So you know what? Yeah, three of this is fantastic. This is awesome card. And we got three Solemn Strike because it's a trap card. Two Mind Crush. Obviously, there's a lot of cards in the game that are searching right now, but you also got Full Force Fool's Virus, where you just wipe their hand and whatever's left you're looking at, and then you Mind Crush that if you want to. Got Solemn Warning and then Torrential. Very, very solid. For the side deck cards. For the extra deck cards. I have never made an extra deck monster. Um,
Yo.
Shut up. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching, and remember, don't interrupt me when I'm making a goddamn video, or I'll take your soul.